Success does not begin when you reach your goal. It begins the instant you decide to think like someone who has already achieved it. Many people wait for external validation before allowing themselves to act boldly, take swift actions, or embrace risks. This approach is fundamentally flawed. The right mindset must come first. When you embody the demeanor of a successful person before acquiring wealth, titles, or recognition, you will start attracting the outcomes you have long desired. While plans can be beneficial, they cannot rescue a mindset driven by self-doubt. If you are seeking genuine change, stop holding out for the feeling of being ready. Instead, present yourself as the future version of yourself and allow reality to catch up. In the following moments, you will learn how to think, act, and move like the successful individual you aspire to be. Embrace the idea that success begins within your mind, not in the outer world. The most profound truth I have encountered is this: whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. One of the greatest secrets to unlocking this achievement lies in the principle of acting as if your success is already a reality. Close your eyes for a moment and envision your future self, the individual who has triumphed, who has fulfilled every dream you dared to dream. Visualize this future not as a distant fantasy, but as a vivid and current truth. What you perceive in your mind, what you hold in your heart, and how you act with conviction will shape your reality. Muhammad Ali understood this principle with absolute clarity. Before he became a champion, before the world knew his name, he confidently declared, "I am the greatest." Not because he had proof, but because he had purpose. He believed so deeply in his own greatness that he manifested it into existence. Ali stepped into his destiny by first entering the mindset of a champion. He acted, walked, spoke, and thought like a victor long before the title was ever awarded to him. This is the power that I encourage you to harness today. Your subconscious mind is a faithful servant that accepts whatever you feed it, thoughts of greatness or thoughts of doubt, and in turn shapes your behaviors, choices, and actions accordingly. When you act as if you are already successful, you activate this inner power. You begin to dress with purpose, speak with intention, and present yourself with a confidence that commands respect and attention from others. Do not wait for external validation or sit idly by for proof to appear. Success is not something that arrives unannounced at your doorstep. It is something you summon into existence. It is something you become through the power of belief and consistent action. When you act as if, extraordinary things begin to happen. You start attracting the very opportunities, people, and circumstances that resonate with your vision. You will make decisions not from fear or scarcity, but from a place of empowerment. You will stop diminishing yourself to fit into the world and start reshaping the world to accommodate the size of your dreams. Each time you act with conviction, every moment you enter a room with the poise of someone who recognizes their worth, sends a powerful signal to your mind, to others, and to the universe itself that you are prepared. Prepared to receive, to lead, to rise. Remember, your mindset cultivates your momentum. The world responds to certainty. People are drawn to confidence, and doors open for those who walk with conviction. Therefore, today is the day to stop waiting for tomorrow. Visualize yourself stepping into your success now. Let it influence your posture, your voice, your decisions. Let every action reflect the energy of someone who already possesses what they once only dreamed of. You are not waiting for success. You are becoming it. Believe in the process of acting as if, for this is how every monumental achievement commences. Define your goals with clarity. Goals lacking precision are merely wishes whispered into the wind. Clarity is the bedrock upon which achievement is built. It is the lens through which your aspirations come into focus, transforming the abstract into the attainable. You may have ambition, drive, and an insatiable hunger to succeed. However, if your desires are not channeled through the prism of clarity, they will remain scattered and ineffective. Like a ship adrift without a compass, you will wander despite having the wind in your sails. Wilma Rudolph, a woman who was born prematurely and stricken with polio and scarlet fever, was told by doctors that she would never walk again. Yet within her was a vision so powerful that not even physical limitations could confine it. She envisioned herself running faster than any woman alive, and ultimately, she did just that by establishing her goals and visualizing them with precision. While feeling the certainty of their reality, she converted every hardship into fuel. She did not allow the judgments of others to obscure her inner image. Wilma Rudolph did not simply dream of Olympic gold. She declared it, visualized it, and ran toward it with unwavering focus. This illustrates the essence of clarity. It is insufficient to merely desire success. One must articulate it, write it down in detail, visualize it repeatedly, not just once, but on a daily basis. Revisit the image of your triumph until it becomes more real than your current circumstances. This is how you program your subconscious mind. This is how mountains are moved. You must know exactly what you want, not vaguely, not in the distant future, but with precision, urgency, and clarity. Do you seek wealth? How much? By when? Through what means? Do you wish for health? What specific weight do you want? What level of energy do you desire? What daily habit will secure it? Do you yearn for respect, influence, or love? If so, write down the life you intend to create. Clarity is not merely recognizing what you want. It involves understanding why you want it and how it fits into the larger picture of your purpose. This emotional connection ignites the internal flame that fuels your journey and sustains you through challenges and delays. The act of writing your goals is a sacred endeavor. It conveys to your subconscious, this is no longer a mere dream. It is a command instructed with clear and specific intent. Consequently, your mind will begin to attract the necessary people, ideas, and opportunities to manifest that goal. You will start recognizing resources where there once appeared to be scarcity. You will act with conviction where you once hesitated. Clarity gives rise to confidence. Confidence leads to action, and repeated action, fueled by faith and intensity, results in achievement. I implore you to halt the drifting, grasp the pen of purpose, and script your future. Let each word drip with precision, and then close your eyes and visualize it. Truly see it. Experience the emotions of already possessing it. Allow this vision to become your daily meditation. You are not hoping to succeed, you are planning to succeed. With clarity as your guiding compass, you will navigate through fog, storms, and every obstacle until you arrive at your destination. Goals articulated with clarity become your contract with destiny. Thus, define them, revisit them, visualize them, and act upon them with the unwavering certainty of someone who already possesses what they once only imagined. To cultivate unyielding resilience, recognize that there exists a trait that differentiates those who merely wish from those who achieve. It is not luck or talent. Rather, it is resilience, the quiet force that refuses to be defeated. Every champion, regardless of their level of acclaim, has faced setbacks. But they did not remain down. They rose stronger, wiser, and more determined. Consider the indomitable spirit of Pelé, a figure whose name resonates through time as one of the greatest footballers in history. Many forget the challenges he overcame on his path to greatness. Born into poverty, he played barefoot on the streets of Brazil and endured injuries, criticism, and pressures that would have crushed lesser individuals. Every setback was met with a fire in his heart that declared he was not finished. Pelé's story is not merely one of skill. It is testament to what becomes attainable when you view each difficulty not as a defeat, but as a trial. He did not let setbacks define him. They refined him, and so must you. Resilience is the muscle of your soul, strengthened every time you get knocked down but choose to rise again. When life closes one door, resilience opens another. When the world says no, resilience whispers, "Not yet." Defeat is never the end unless you choose to treat it as such. Temporary failures are life's way of asking, "How badly do you want this?" If your desire burns brightly enough, you will respond not with words, but through persistence. I encourage you to view setbacks as sacred opportunities to demonstrate the depth of your desire. Allow no disappointment to deter you and no obstacle to weaken your focus. Instead, embrace each challenge as an opportunity to prove your character. When you stumble, do not succumb to despair. Rise with renewed determination, for every great success story is also a tale of struggle. No mountain is ascended without weary steps. No victory is earned without a measure of pain. Your resilience will be your greatest ally, granting you the strength to keep going when motivation fades, the ability to push forward when others retreat, and the belief in yourself when the world doubts you. Your resilience carries you over every hurdle set before you. Write this truth upon your heart. There is no failure, only feedback. Each setback acts as a guiding signpost, steering you and shaping your journey toward greater victories. When confronted with adversity, do not ask, "Why me?" Instead, declare, "Try me." Let life know that you are not fragile. Let the world witness your unbreakable spirit. Fear not the fall. Rather, fear the decision not to rise. For those who persist become unstoppable. Every time you refuse to quit, you cast a vote for your future. Each time you rise again, you lay down the foundation upon which your legacy will stand. The world does not reward those who never stumble, but those who never surrender. So, I urge you to stand tall in the face of trials, carrying your scars as badges of honor. Understand that every hardship you conquer adds weight to your narrative, depth to your strength, and momentum to your mission. Be like Calais, not just skilled, but also resilient. Shine brightly with determination in the face of setbacks. In the end, what matters is not how many times you fall, but how often you choose to rise. Act as if every challenge is a gift, for it is one. Let your resilience become your hallmark of success. Firmly believe in your abilities. There exists no force more powerful, no spark more crucial to greatness than belief. It is belief that transforms ordinary individuals into legends. Belief fuels every action, shapes every outcome, and forges the mind into the pathway of destiny. Without belief, there is no direction. With belief, all things become possible. Bill Russell's feats are so extraordinary that they echo through the annals of sporting history as a monument not only to talent, but also to belief. Russell did not achieve greatness by chance. He cultivated an unwavering belief in his team, in their mission, and most importantly, in himself. Every time he stepped onto the court, he carried with him the quiet conviction that he belonged there, and that victory was not just attainable, but inevitable through effort, unity, and will. His belief was not boastful. It was foundational. It structured his thoughts, honed his instincts, and fortified his resolve. You too possess this same power. Your beliefs serve as the blueprint of your reality. What you believe about yourself will manifest in your actions. Your actions will, in turn, attract corresponding experiences, and what you attract will define the shape of your life. Thus, the first and most crucial commandment of success is this: believe in yourself without reservation. Eliminate timid thoughts that whisper to you that you are not ready, not worthy, or not enough. These are lies, mental viruses planted by fear and nourished by doubt. Uproot them with conviction and replace them with affirmations that nurture your potential and reflect the truth. You are capable of greatness. Your subconscious mind attentively absorbs the language you speak within. Feed it declarations of strength, and it will respond with the energy to persist. Tell it that you are destined for success, and it will orchestrate your path forward. Like a devoted servant, your subconscious takes every belief as a command. I have witnessed individuals rise from poverty to wealth, from obscurity to influence, and from defeat to triumph, not because they possessed every advantage, but because they believed they could rise. Once belief takes root, action will follow. Act as if you already possess confidence, capability, and courage. Walk into rooms with the certainty that you belong there. Make decisions as if failure is not final, but merely feedback. Think, speak, and move with the assurance of one who has already arrived. Do not wait for others to validate you. Do not ask for permission to dream. Believe so profoundly in your vision that the world has no choice but to catch up. Belief is contagious. When you radiate conviction, others will be drawn to your mission. Opportunities arise, alliances form, and resistance dissipates. Belief bends the universe to your will, but it must be practiced. It requires strengthening like a muscle. Write affirmations that acknowledge your power. Visualize your success each morning as though it were already yours. Surround yourself with voices that reinforce your faith rather than echo your fears. Above all, trust yourself. You are more powerful than you realize. You have survived every battle thus far. The next level requires not more effort, but more belief. Remember, achievement begins where belief resides. Russell did not win because he waited to believe. He triumphed because he believed first. So I implore you, build your life upon the unwavering foundation of belief. Do not let doubt erode it, nor let failure shake it. Stand tall with the knowledge that you are made of the same essence as every champion who came before you. Believe, and the rest will fall into place. Commit passionately to your dreams. An innate sacred fire resides within each of us, a spark that, when nurtured, becomes a blazing force of creation, direction, and fulfillment. That fire is passion. It is not simply an emotion, but an energy, focus, and purpose converged into one powerful force. When you allow passion to guide you, the mundane elevates to meaningful, and the impossible comes within reach. Passion differentiates existing from truly living. It transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. It is what compels a person to awaken before dawn with excitement, to endure hardship with purpose, and to persevere long after others have given up. Arthur Ashe, a name immortalized in the annals of tennis history as a symbol of human courage, did not merely play tennis. He pursued it with passion. His training encompassed not just his body, but also his spirit. Through this dedication, he achieved what many thought impossible, becoming not just a champion, but also a voice for justice, dignity, and perseverance. His career was not born of ease. He confronted numerous barriers, social, racial, and personal. However, passion does not demand a clear path. It seeks only a heartfelt commitment. Arthur Ashe's love for the game provided him with the strength to confront criticism, the endurance to train through discomfort, and the vision to inspire others beyond the court. This is the essence of passion. It multiplies your strength and amplifies your influence. When you act with passion, you tap into a reservoir of energy that outlasts fatigue and transcends fear. Passion makes you magnetic. People are drawn to the spark in your eyes, the conviction in your voice, and the fire in your actions. You start attracting resources, allies, and opportunities that resonate with your enthusiasm. However, many forget that passion is not always loud. At times, it manifests as a subtle yet persistent calling, a whisper from the soul urging you towards something greater. When you heed that whisper and commit wholeheartedly to what ignites your spirit, you awaken a life filled with meaning. Passion fuels purpose, and purpose provides direction for your dreams. It is not adequate to work hard. You must engage in endeavors that set your soul on fire. Whether it be a craft, a mission, a movement, or a message, discover what inspires you and immerse yourself in it. Do not wait for the world to grant you permission to pursue your calling. The moment you identify what ignites your passion, sprint toward it. Allow it to inform your mornings and shape your evenings. Let it be the driving force behind your decisions and the foundation upon which you establish your discipline. Your passion does not need to make sense to others. It only needs to resonate with you, for in that flame lies your authentic power. Work infused with passion becomes timeless. Efforts driven by joy transform into effortless endeavors. A life filled with passion culminates in a legacy. Thus, I urge you now to identify what stirs your soul. Write it down, vocalize it boldly, and pursue it without apology. Let your life serve as a testament to your deepest desires. When setbacks arise, as they inevitably will, return to your passion. Allow it to remind you of your origin, uplifting you beyond discouragement and steering you through every storm. Passion is the heartbeat of greatness. Do not neglect it. Do not stifle it. Nurture it, protect it, and unleash it. By doing so, you not only pave your path to success, but also inspire others to do the same. The world does not need more individuals playing small. It requires more people ignited by purpose. Act with passion, speak with passion, and live with passion, and you will find that the world rises to meet you. Furthermore, surround yourself with enriching influences. No individual rises to greatness in isolation. Behind every triumph lies a council of influence, voices that sharpen your thoughts, hearts that bolster your courage, and minds that reflect your highest potential. The community you cultivate will provide a fertile ground for your success. Though you may possess immense drive, if you plant that drive in a toxic environment, it will wither. Conversely, when you align yourself with individuals who motivate you to elevate, who mirror your values, and who ignite your fire, you create conditions that encourage unstoppable growth. Roberto Clemente, an icon renowned not only for athletic excellence, but also for integrity and service, did not rise alone. Behind his celebrated achievements stood teammates and mentors who believed in his mission and supported his evolution as both a player and a human being. The environment around him did not hinder him. Rather, it empowered him. It was not cultivated with envy, but encouragement. Not with mediocrity, but momentum. This demonstrates the power of association. Mr. Clemente's greatness was amplified due to his alliances with those who recognized and valued his vision. You must likewise be intentional about who enters your circle. Release those who drain your energy, mock your ambitions, or bring only doubt and drama. This action is not cruel. It is an exercise in clarity. You are not denying people. You are safeguarding your purpose. Surround yourself with those who uplift you, those who speak the language of ambition, who respond to challenges with courage, and who remind you not of your past, but of your potential. And here is the most significant secret of all. Act as if you already walk among giants. Speak with the assurance of someone surrounded by leaders. Make decisions as one whose counsel consists of the wise and the driven. When you present yourself as if your circle is already extraordinary, your energy will shift, drawing the right people your way. Just as your beliefs influence your outcomes, your environment shapes your identity. If you associate with excellence, you will grow to match it. If you mingle with laziness, you will inevitably stumble. Energy is contagious, so choose to bask in enthusiasm, vision, and purpose. Let your circle be your catalyst, not your anchor. Begin with honesty. Who in your life propels you forward, and who holds you back? Make space for mentors, allies, and peers who elevate your thinking. Engage with those who are hungry for growth. Read the wisdom of the insightful. Align yourself with individuals who are already living the life you aspire to. Moreover, be that light for others. Do not solely seek value. Give it. Encourage the struggling. Cheer for the striving. Share your lessons. Build others as you elevate yourself. The strongest circles are forged not through competition, but through contribution. Understand this. Growth is a collective energy. When you surround yourself with those who believe, you start to believe more profoundly. When reminded of your greatness, you cease to shrink away. When cheered on through setbacks, you stop fearing the climb. Do not underestimate the power of one impactful conversation, one meaningful friendship, one aligned alliance. A single association can unlock a lifetime of growth. Today, assess your environment. Upgrade your circle. Breathe life into those who breathe life into you. And act daily as if you are already part of a powerful network, for your belief will summon it into existence. Remember, you do not rise solely on your strength, but also on the strength of those who ascend alongside you. Choose your circle judiciously. Build it deliberately and allow it to carry you toward your highest summit. Continuously adapt and pursue knowledge. If there is one law governing all of life, it is this: change is inevitable, but growth is intentional. The winds of life will shift whether you are ready or not. Seasons will turn, industries will evolve, and circumstances will challenge you. The question is not whether change will come, but how you will respond once it does. The most successful individuals are not merely resilient, they are adaptable. They do not resist change, they ride its wave. They do not fear the unknown. They seek it out because they understand that within every disruption lies the potential for evolution. Arnold Palmer, a name synonymous with the spirit of golf, was not just a champion of his time. He was also a lifelong student of the game. Mr. Palmer did not rest on his past achievements. He adapted to new equipment, embraced modern techniques, and most importantly, evolved his mindset. This willingness to grow is what sustained his dominance, not just skill, but an open mind. Growth is not something that happens to you. It is a conscious choice. Those who choose to grow, who wake up each morning with the intent to learn, to improve, and to refine, are those who rise, no matter how often the game changes. Adaptability is a form of intelligence. It is not a sign of weakness, but rather wisdom. It signifies that you are not beholden to ego or comfort. You are only loyal to your mission and willing to become whoever you need to be to fulfill it. Approach each day as your classroom. Treat every challenge as a test designed to sharpen your instincts. Awaken each morning not merely to endure your schedule, but to elevate your skills. Learn something new, listen more intently, and ask the right questions. Those who strive for daily growth become unstoppable. The world rewards individuals who are not just consistent, but who are persistently evolving. Those who cling to old patterns within a new landscape will inevitably fall behind, while those who adapt, who reimagine, and who reset will thrive. Your subconscious mind, when nurtured with the belief that you can learn anything, will crave expansion. It will perceive obstacles not as barriers, but as windows to new abilities. It will cease to shun discomfort. Instead, it will welcome it as a sign of imminent evolution. Thus, I urge you to be fluid like water, firm in purpose, but flexible in form. The oak that refuses to bend in the storm will break, while the bamboo that sways will survive. Let your mindset reflect that of bamboo, strong yet adaptable. Surround yourself with new information, read voraciously, train relentlessly, and reflect often. Pose the questions: what did I learn today that I did not know yesterday? What strength did I gain from today's challenges? These inquiries unlock the door to growth, and growth, my friend, is the only assurance of lasting success. Arnold Palmer's greatness lay not just in his swing, but in his unwavering spirit. He did not fall in love with being right. He fell in love with improvement. This mindset sustains achievement over decades. So act as if you are already becoming more. Make decisions like someone who is in a constant state of evolution. Take feedback as nourishment, not as an insult. View change not as a threat, but as the raw material for your next transformation. Remember this truth: the more you grow, the more you gain. The more you adapt, the longer you sustain your reign. Let adaptability be your edge. Let growth become your habit, and let each day draw you closer to the ultimate version of yourself. Change will arrive, so prepare to greet it with readiness. There will come a moment in every journey when thought must become action, and intention must evolve into execution. Ideas, no matter how grand, remain inert without implementation, and execution requires one essential element: decisiveness. You may possess a clear vision, passion, belief, and even a supportive environment, but without the courage to act decisively, your dreams will remain trapped in the realm of possibility. It is only through bold, timely, and committed action that success begins to materialize. Legendary cyclist Eddie Merckx, one of the most dominant figures in the history of sport, was not one to wait. He did not hesitate in the face of competition. He raced with purpose, seized every opportunity with fervor, and acted when others paused. This is what distinguished him as not just a champion, but a legend. His legacy was forged not in moments of indecision, but carved by the sharp edge of bold choices and unwavering execution. While others contemplated risk, Merckx pressed forward. While some waited for ideal conditions, he created momentum by moving forward. That is your calling, to act with clarity, courage, and conviction. Hesitation is the adversary of progress. It fosters fear, invites doubt, and extinguishes momentum. Each moment of delay is a moment you deny your destiny. Success favors those who move with intention, who do not stall when pathways become unclear, and who trust their preparation as they take steps forward. Decisive action does not equate with recklessness, it signifies commitment. It means refusing to remain stationary and embracing your instincts. Great achievers may not always know the perfect step to take, but they move forward regardless. Each bold action sends a powerful message, not only to the world, but also to yourself. I am serious about my goals. This self-signal is potent. It builds momentum, activates your subconscious, and gathers energy for your mission. The universe rewards movement. Opportunities do not present themselves to the indecisive. They are seized by the brave. Intentional decisions begin to shape reality. Bold actions are magnetic, attracting people, resources, and results in your favor. Do not fear mistakes, fear inaction. You can correct the course of a ship in motion, but you cannot steer a vessel anchored in fear. Greatness demands that you act not only when it is easy, but particularly when circumstances are uncertain. You must become someone willing to leap, not because you are guaranteed solid ground, but because you trust in your wings. Start acting as if you are already decisive. Respond quickly, choose boldly, and walk purposefully. Whether it is a conversation, a career move, or a new habit, engage with intentional speed. You will discover that each decisive action cultivates a habit of confidence, and confidence compounds over time. Eddie Merckx did not achieve victory by chance. He achieved it through choice, repeated choices, daily actions, and relentless follow-through. This is how legends are formed, not merely in thought, but in the arena of action. Thus, I challenge you, where have you hesitated? What decisions await your courage? What opportunities are slipping through your fingers as you falter? Whatever it may be, send that message, make that call, initiate that project, venture into the unknown, trust yourself. Remember this, every bold move you make declares to the world that you are ready for success, and the world responds to those who act. Think with clarity, decide with strength, and act with power. Your destiny is not lingering, it is observing. Claim it. Nurturing a positive and unshakable mindset is vital. If there exists one force capable of shaping your reality, bending your future towards success, and turning adversity into advantage, it is the mindset you choose. And the most potent mindset of all is one rooted in unshakable positivity. Your mind acts as the lens through which you interpret life. If that lens is clouded by fear, negativity, or doubt, even the most brilliant opportunities will appear dim. Conversely, when your mind is illuminated by optimism, gratitude, and belief, even the darkest trials transform into stepping stones. Peggy Fleming, a name synonymous with grace, excellence, and victory in figure skating, did not win solely on the basis of skill. She triumphed because of her spirit. Her mindset was the secret weapon. She faced personal loss, pressure, and competition, not with despair but with determination and joy. Her perspective turned obstacles into opportunities for growth. She skated not to evade failure, but to convey possibility. This is the strength of a positive mindset. It redefines every challenge, reclaims every moment, and reinforces your path to victory. And this, reader, is not reserved for icons. It is a mindset for you to claim. Act as if everything happening is working in your favor. Not because life is flawless, but because your attitude holds immense power. Positivity is a deliberate choice, not a condition. It does not wait for circumstances to improve. It improves the circumstances by transforming the way you show up. When you start each day expecting to win, your energy shifts, your actions become intentional, your words inspire, and your mind begins to filter the world for solutions rather than problems. Now hear this truth. Obstacles are not punishments, they are preparations. They are life's way of shaping you into a person capable of managing the rewards you seek. Positivity enables you to welcome this process and appreciate the lessons, allowing you to persist when others may quit. A positive mindset is resilient. It does not collapse in the face of failure. It recovers, recalibrates, and rises anew. When you perceive setbacks as setups, you regain control. You stop reacting to life and begin responding with purpose. Positivity is not naive. It is not blind to difficulties. On the contrary, it represents the highest form of strength, the resolve to not be defined by negativity. It embodies the inner declaration, No matter what comes my way, I will not be broken. I will emerge better. Therefore, I implore you to cultivate your inner environment. Feed your mind with uplifting words. Speak affirmations that affirm your worth. Surround yourself with voices that enhance your vision. Do not entertain gossip, complaints, or despair. These are merely weeds in the garden of the mind. Plant hope, nurture belief, harvest resilience, and act as if the universe is conspiring to assist you. For when your mindset is aligned, it often will. Peggy Fleming's optimism was not a mere coincidence. It was a strategic choice. It represented a deliberate lens through which she viewed the world, and that choice propelled her performance, influenced her outcomes, and shaped her legacy. Allow this to be your strategy as well. Choose to see opportunities in every trial. Choose to articulate power in every moment. Choose to act as someone who anticipates victory, not by chance, but through mindset. Your reality will align with your expectations, so elevate them. Refuse to dwell in limitations. Enter each challenge with the quiet assurance that you will grow stronger for having faced it. Keep in mind that a positive mindset does not deny the storm. It dances in the rain, building a life that endures and inspires. Think brightly, speak boldly, and live uplifted, allowing your mindset to guide you towards miracles. Create a lasting impact. Success in its highest form is not defined by awards, titles, or fleeting applause. It is measured by your impact in the lives you touch, the minds you awaken, and the hearts you inspire through your presence. Your legacy is not built in a single moment. It is constructed in every moment you choose to live with purpose, principle, and power. Your life gains true significance through the positive difference you make in the lives of others. No one exemplified this more than the legendary Jesse Owens. Owens was more than an athlete. He was a transformative force. At a time when the world was divided by animosity, racism, and conflict, Owens stepped onto the track at the 1936 Berlin Olympics and did more than win gold medals. He made history. He silenced doubts and shattered propaganda. Owens became a symbol of courage, dignity, and hope. His victories were not merely athletic, they carried moral weight. His legacy did not fade with the applause, it grew louder with time. Why? Because he acted with intention. He carried his values into every race, fully aware that each step he took echoed far beyond the finish line. The same principle applies to you. Your actions carry weight, and your choices matter. Unbeknownst to you, someone is observing. Someone is learning from how you lead, speak, and respond to adversity. Daily, you are planting seeds that will blossom in others long after you are gone. Act today with this awareness. Let your goals be guided by your values. Let your ambition be rooted in something more profound than personal gain. Ask yourself not merely, what can I achieve? But rather, who can I uplift? What will I leave behind? Success without significance is hollow, but when your success becomes a beacon for others, it becomes eternal. The world needs more than just winners. It needs leaders. It needs creators of legacy. Act as if your life is already a message, for indeed it is. Allow that message to radiate integrity, resilience, kindness, and courage. Let it reflect the best of who you are and signify the greatness of who you are becoming. Never underestimate the power of a single life to create ripples. Just as Jesse Owens defied expectations and reshaped history, your daily decisions, driven by faith and conviction, can change someone's course. You may never witness the complete extent of your impact, but rest assured, it is unfolding. Live with intention, speak with clarity, act with purpose. Let each step you take be guided, not merely by strategy, but by spirit. Do not wait to be remembered. Act now, as if your legacy is already in the making. For it is through the way you carry yourself, the effort you invest, and the lives you elevate that your path to lasting success is forged. Not through shortcuts, but through consistency, character, and contribution. You need not strive for perfection. You need only uphold principles. You do not need to be the loudest. You simply need to be authentic. Let your name signify value. Let your life become a narrative worth retelling. Let the world recognize not only that you succeeded, but that you made a difference. For in the end, trophies collect dust, titles fade, but impact resonates through generations. So, live for legacy, lead with love, and serve with strength. Your success will not only be seen, it will be felt forever. Now step confidently into your journey. Act today as the success you aspire to be, and the world will respond accordingly. It all begins without your commitment to act.